I am afraid we have bad news concerning the submarine Ivanov, Comrade Secretary.
No, don't tell me.
What?
The captain has seen the hunt for Red October and he's on his way to America. Sean Connery. First James Bond and now this. He really has got a lot to answer for.
No, Comrade Secretary, you're jumping to conclusions. We still have the submarine. It is berthed in Murmansk. However, during the night, somebody broke through the security screen and removed the Zonov decoding machine.
What? Who could have done such a thing?
Vandals?
Don't be ludicrous. This is a nuclear submarine. You don't just smash the window and help yourself like stealing a radio from a Moscovich. This was carefully planned. Tell me, what steps have you taken?
We've interrogated the crew and they've been cleared, as have most of the dockyard workers.
Most?
Well, one of them has gone missing.
What is his name?
Higgins.
Act quickly. If this falls into the wrong hands, the repercussions could be devastating.
I have put all operatives on full alert, sir. We will find it.
Good. And in the meantime, you will instruct the captain of the Ivanov to sail immediately for Riga.
Very well, Mr. Secretary, but I'll have to get him on the phone. The radio was stolen as well.
Light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation.
Correct.
Yes! Woo! I am the man! The champion.
Do I take it he doesn't win at Trivial Pursuits very often?
Peter doesn't win at any games very often.
Yes, I do. I thrash you at Scrabble.
Not since I stopped you using the filthy words.
Just because you're losing. Because you're losing. Right, drinks. Same again for everyone, is it?
So, what are we going to play now?
I know, let's have a guessing game.
Oh, yes. How about trying to guess what Peter does for a living?
Well, why bother, really? It's just boring old civil service.
No, let's give it a go. Now, what do we know so far? Peter is a government employee.
My God, he's the Chancellor of the Exchequer.
No, I've seen his bank statements. Anyway, he told me he worked for the Ministry of Ag and Fish.
Yes, well, why don't we just drop this, eh?
Ag and Fish? But you're an electronics expert. Perhaps he looks after the electric eels.
Got it. I know what he does. He's not Ministry of Ag and Fish at all.
Well, look, let's just change the subject, eh?
He's a spy.
Me, a spy. Oh, that is a good one. Can you really imagine me working for MI5, eh? You know, 4th floor of Gower Street, bugging buildings, taking photographs, following people.
No, come to think of it, I can't.
Why not?
Oh. Come on, Peter, you. Agent 006 and 7/8.
Can you see it? Peter Chapman, secret agent.
Well, for Littlewoods, maybe.
Yes, it's very funny. Cheers.
What are you drinking, Peter? No, don't tell me, let me guess. A vodka martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Look, it's simple. It's a voice stress analyzer. It listens to what you say and then analyzes the vocal patterns. It's a lie detector.
Bloody hell, don't let my wife near it.
But not only can you use it at the point of interrogation, you can also bug a conversation and then run a cassette through the machine later on.
It's a bit clever, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not, Dexter. You've just registered 58.
Have I? What does that mean? It means you're a lying bastard, but then again, we don't know the machine to tell us that.
You see, 58 is quite a porky. An honest answer would clock up around, what, 20. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
No, you don't. You've just registered 52. You're lying again because you don't understand this at all. Look, come up here and let me show you. Now, I'm going to ask you some very simple questions, and as you answer, you just watch the readout, OK? Right. Is your name Dexter?
Hang on. I thought you said you were going to ask him some simple questions.
Shut up,
Yes,
Louis.
shush. Is your name Dexter?
Yes, it is.
There, you see? No, 19.
Huh?
Do you work for MI5?
Yes, I do. Hang on a bit, it's up in the 50s again.
It's probably the word work that threw it.
All right. Are you employed by MI5?
Yes, I am. Oh, look, yeah, you're 16.
Yeah, you see, that's all there is to it.
Good morning, everyone.
Ah, good morning, sir. Nice to see you.
Oh, thank you, Piglet. Do sit down, everyone. I've got something rather important to tell you. Truman, the case, if you please. Thank you, Truman. Now go and sit down. What, Truman? I can't hear.
Can't, sir. I've lost the key.
Oh, brilliant. Well, just stand there and try and look unobtrusive. Ladies, gentlemen, this has just come into our possession, and let me tell you, it is dynamite.
And Truman's chained to it, sir?
I'm talking about political dynamite, Piglet. This is a Zonov decoding machine recently claimed from some Russian submarine. Now, with this, we can actually intercept all encrypted traffic and decode it. We can monitor their naval maneuvers. We can even feed the Russians false information.
You keep saying we could, sir.
Yes, well, there's one tiny problem. With the Zonov, we can't get it to work. No, it's not very funny.
Excuse me, sir. Have you tried looking for a switch?
That's brilliant, Dexter. You know, that really never occurred to us.
Thank you very much, sir.
Of course we've looked for a switch, you buffoon! We've tried everything. There's power going in, all right, but beyond that, we're stuck.
So what's the next step, sir?
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to admit defeat and ship it over to the CIA. Hopefully their boffins will have more luck than ours. Now, escort duties.
Well, excuse me, sir. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
Oh, Piglet, look, I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything. I mean, you do awfully well with your listening devices and little bits of kit. In fact, I would happily acknowledge you're one of the best buggers this department's ever had.
And we've had a few, believe me.
I mean, this is really out of your league, Piglet. I've had some of the country's best experts working on this, and honestly, I don't think there's anything extra that you can contribute.
Well, surely
I've said all I'm going to say, Piglet. There's nothing more to add. Right now, Dexter, Lewis, I want you to take this machine to Lakenheath tomorrow morning. And Truman, you better bring your passport.
So?
Well, if you can't find the keys to those handcuffs, you'll be going to America as well. And gentlemen and ladies, I would like you to know that I have absolute confidence in you all.
For God's sake, Peter, you can't do this.
Right, too late. I've already done it.
But to kidnap the Zonov like that is government property.
Look, nothing's going to happen to it.
You heard what Drummond said?
Oh, yes, I heard what he said. Yes, well, I'm sure you do awfully well with your listening devices and your little bits of kit, Piglet, but this really is out of your league. Yeah, well, sure. You want to plug it in?
Yeah.
There you go. Ah, right. Now the power light's on. So how do we get this thing working? It's probably some sort of command sequence.
Perhaps you have to ask it nicely.
Do you mind?
Sorry.
How about a cup of tea?
You haven't even got it decoding yet. How are you going to get it to make a cup of tea?
Dexter, I meant you make the tea, right? The kitchen's round there to the left.
Right.
Hello, Zonov. This is Peter. Do you want to start working now, please? Oh, come on, you heap of Russian junk. Why don't you just burst into life and make me a hero?
I don't think you've quite grasped the concept of the typewriter yet.
Sarah.
Hi. Dare I ask what you're doing?
Yes, I'm just evaluating this new computer for the office, you know.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, you've brought a little friend home. Will he be staying for tea?
It is the British who have the Zonov cipher machine.
Yes, Comrade Secretary, according to our local operatives, the machine has been transferred to the home of one of their agents.
I cannot believe they could be so stupid as to remove the Zonov from a secure position.
Yes, indeed, sir. But it's still not as stupid as allowing it to be stolen from a Soviet submarine in a Soviet harbor in the first place.
Pete, it's 11:30. Give it up.
I don't know what makes this thing tick. I've taken it apart. I've hit every combination of keys.
Have you tried thumping it?
What?
Well, it's East European, isn't it? I mean, it must need thumping. My brother-in-law had a larder, and he was forever bashing that. And ran like a dream.
As tempting as that sounds, I don't think it's quite the idea here. Besides which, I don't think our American cousins would be too impressed about receiving the Zonoff in the form of a 200-piece construction kit.
Yeah. Well, it was just a thought. Hang on a minute, though. Light bulb, light bulb. I think I've just got the answer. What are you laughing at?
No, nothing at all. No. All right. Come on then, Einstein. Let's hear the answer that's eluded some of the top brains in the country.
This thing's from a submarine, right?
Yes.
So perhaps it only works when it is immersed in water.
Dex, it's electric.
Oh, I'm glad you think so.
The machine is electric.
So?
So, do you want to sit it in the bath and hold it while I plug it in?
Oh, well, back to the drawing board.
Right, you two, I'm going up. I've got to leave early in the morning, so I'll try not to disturb you.
Oh, right, yes, the book fair. You did tell me. How long are you going for?
Only 3 days. You coming to bed?
That's very kind, but I'd better stay on the couch.
Yes, well, I'll be up in a minute.
Good night, Dexter.
Good night, sweetheart.
I don't know why you want to sleep down here, you know. We've got a perfectly good spare room upstairs.
No, I'm not letting the Zonoff out of my sight. Where's it gone?
I'm putting it under the stairs. Hey, Dex. It's a good job Truman found the keys to those handcuffs, otherwise he'd be in there with it.
Right, now, I will take the first watch.
Right, OK, and I'll come and relieve you at 8:30 in the morning.
Right, I'll tell you this. Nothing is getting past me.
No, good. All right, good night, Dex.
Good night, Pete. Pete? Thank you.
Dexter, it's 20 to... Dexter, wake up!
Oh, Sigourney.
Dexter! Look!
Blimey. I should have a word with your cleaning lady if I were.
Dexter, I've been burgled, you prat, and you were supposed to be on watch. Nothing's gonna get past me, you said. Look at this place. It looks like a bad day in Beirut.
Is anything missing? Did they get your stereo?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to make a list and get... Never mind the stereo. The Zonoff's gone.
I'm sorry, Morris, but I have to hold you personally responsible for this.
Me?
Of course. I entrusted the Zonoff decoder to you.
Oh, yes, Andrew, but I entrusted it to Lewis and Dexter.
Well, that's like handing it straight back to the Russians.
Come in.
My office, Morris.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Andrew.
Yes, Truman, what is it?
A couple of messages for you, sir.
Mother, improved, arriving, Houston, 22:18. Yeah. Run that through cipher, will you, Truman?
It's not in code, sir. It's from your wife.
Right.
The other signal has been decoded, sir, from CIA Langley.
Oh, well, let's see if they're prepared to be understanding about what's happened. What does it say?
Is this an accurate decode, Truman?
Oh, yes, sir.
Are they allowed to use language like this, even in code?
I'm afraid so, sir. I've got Chapman and Dexter outside for you, sir.
Ah, yes. Well, you better wheel them in, then.
Sir?
I tell you, Morris, I'm in no mood to be lenient with these two.
Oh, absolutely, Andrew. Quite right.
And you I'll deal with later.
What? Me?
Right, you two. The damage you've done is incalculable. You have disobeyed a direct order from Mr. Drummond. You have enabled the Russians to regain a piece of hardware that has taken us years to get hold of. And you have caused intense damage to our relationship with the Americans. Now, what have you to say?
We're both sorry, sir.
Very sorry, sir.
Sorry. I should damn well hope you are sorry.
What happened again, sir?
Don't I know it?
You can't blame Dexter, sir. He's not responsible.
That's right, sir. I don't know any better.
What am I going to do with you two? It's difficult to know what punishment would fit a crime of this enormity.
Andrew, I wonder if I could have a brief word with you. Honestly, I think under the circumstances...
Don't get your hopes up too much, Dex, but I think Drummond's putting in a word for us.
No, Morris, it's out of the question. I can't shoot them. Right, you two. Effective immediately, you are both under suspension pending a full investigation. Now get out of my sight.
Tea up. I'm afraid I've had to use just the one tea bag between you lot. It's all part of the economy drive now. I'm redundant.
Oh, you're not redundant, just suspended.
Well, that's the same thing.
No, it's not. You're suspended pending an investigation, which means you get full pay.
Yeah. No, that can't be right.
Well, it's true, Pete. You asked Dex. He's been suspended hundreds of times.
Is that right, Dex?
Hey?
Without suspension, is that right?
What's that, old son?
Oh, look, would you leave the answer phone alone? I know you're fascinated by all the flashing lights and things that go beep, but we are trying to have a serious discussion here.
Sorry, what were you saying?
What I was saying was, when you're suspended...
Hello,
do you...
this is the Chapman residence.
Oh, the Chapman residence.
I'm sorry, we're not in at the moment.
Oh, come on, turn it off, Dex.
No, this is good.
Number after the tone.
Deary me, Pete. It's a bit Penelope Keith, isn't it?
Hello, Peter, it's me. Listen, I've done rather a silly thing. Instead of taking my typewriter, I've gone off with your computer terminal by mistake. If you want it back, I'm afraid you're going to have to come out to Oxford to get it. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.
We thank you, O Lord, for your bounteous gift. And for bringing the Zonov safely home to us, amen.
Hang on. If Sarah's gone off with the decoder, what have the Russians got?
They've gone off with her typewriter. Come on, let's go to Oxford. Right.
You can see how the Russians mixed the two up. I mean, the cases are almost identical.
I still don't know why you had to go and buy a new typewriter.
Well, it's for Sarah. I'd hate to have to try and explain the other one's disappearance.
Why don't you just spin her a yarn?
Oh, a yarn, yes, right. Something like I'm sorry, darling, but some Russian spies ransacked the house and then they took your old typewriter thinking it was a decoding machine.
She'll never believe that. You'd be better off telling her the truth.
Yeah, what's this prat doing?
God knows, just let him go.
Hell, he's overreacting a bit, isn't he?
I think it's the Russians!
Come on, Truman, put your bloody foot down!
Right, haven't we got a gun or anything? Glove compartment. Well, Dexter, come on, shoot at his tyres!
I'd like to help you, but I'm suspended.
Don't anybody move. The Zonov is ours, I believe, and the typewriter is...
Shouldn't have gone to all this trouble, Peter. I could have done without my typewriter.
Yes, well, I couldn't have done without mine, I'm afraid.
Funny sort of machine.
Yes, it is a bit.
All it turned out was rubbish. I don't know how you understand it.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Random figures and all those funny little symbols. Look. And it's funny, really, because I tried it over here and it wouldn't work. But when I put it on the air conditioner, I could hardly stop it.
Of course. The machine is set to respond only when it's matched to the blade frequency of the individual submarine. It's so simple, it's brilliant.
Oh, good.
What? Imagine you're a submarine.
Right. Big submarine or a little submarine?
Well, no, that doesn't matter. And you're traveling along underwater and your whole body is vibrating.
Oh, it's rather nice, this.
These vibrations are peculiar to you.
Yes, they are, rather. Can't you stay tonight?
No, let me see. Well, that machine is keyed to those specific vibrations. It wouldn't even work in another submarine.
I see. And that's why you're evaluating them for the Ministry of Ag and Fish.
Well, Piglet, when you redeem yourself, you do so with a certain élan.
Yes, very impressive. Anyhow, I'm happy to tell you that we've lifted your suspension.
Oh, thank you, sir. And what about Dexter?
Yes, him too.
The funny thing is, we've only just realized that we hadn't officially reinstated him from his last suspension.
Anyhow, I think we owe you an apology, Piglet. We doubted your ability and you proved us wrong. You got the Zarnoff working when nobody else could.
Well, at least his wife did.
Yes, well, thank you, sir. Perhaps in future you'll allow me to contribute more fully. All I ask is a chance.
Oh, well, perhaps you'd care to look at the coffee machine outside. It appears to be serving up minestrone and sugar.
Well, did you miss me?
No. Did you miss me?
No.
Good.
How did you get on? I suppose you lived on Weetabix and takeaways.
No, we were quite adventurous, actually.
We?
Yeah, Dexter stayed over last night as well. We cooked spaghetti bolognese, actually. Yes, I made the sauce, he cooked the spaghetti.
I'm impressed.
Well, actually, you wouldn't have been. Spaghetti went all sort of funny, solidified at the bottom of the pan.
That's a pity. Where did you buy it?
No, I didn't have to. There was some in the cupboard.
There's no spaghetti in the cupboard.
Yes, there is. It's in that glass jar thing.
Those were plastic drinking straws.
Were they? Dexter had seconds.
Well, Keith Floyd, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll just take my stuff upstairs.
I'll get it.
Good evening, comrade. Please don't try anything heroic. Just hand over the Zoloff. As yet. You thought you could fool us by handing over a typewriter. You British, you must think we're stupid.
Who was that?
Special delivery. Look. Got you a new typewriter.